can we just be honest for a second? Dating apps do not work for emotionally available people. I know that sounds dramatic, but I genuinely think the more emotionally available you are, the more exhausting these dating apps become. And I definitely don't say that as someone who's above them. I've used them, I've been on them, I've deleted them, I've re-downloaded them in that nighttime when I'm a little bit lonely. I get it. And the weird thing I've noticed in my own life is that dating apps have probably worked better for me when I wasn't looking for anything serious at all. When I was sort of just swiping and chatting and seeing what happens, not particularly attached to the outcome of the whole process. That version of me found dating apps so much easier because the whole system kind of suited that mindset. You can match with people, you can have a few conversations, flirt a little bit, disappear, come back, keep your options open, not think too deeply about the whole process. And honestly, if you're not looking for something serious, that setup can feel delightful. But when I've actually been emotionally available, when I've actually wanted something real, when I've been trying to date with a little bit more intention, that's when dating apps have felt so much harder. Because suddenly, it's not just a swipe, it's not just a game, it's not just a bit of attention. You're trying to actually find a person, someone who isn't just there because they're bored and lonely on a Tuesday night. And that is a completely different experience. Because I think dating apps naturally reward a very specific type of person. Someone who can have 10, 20, 30 conversations going at once. Someone who can swipe for fun. Someone who can match, flirt, disappear, reappear, not really care, not get too invested, and not particularly feel guilty about this whole process. Someone who can treat the whole thing a bit like a game or a sales pipeline. And honestly, if you're emotionally unavailable, that setup is perfect for you because you've got the bandwidth for it. You can talk to multiple people with zero emotional weight. You can copy and paste the same opening line. You can say the same joke. You can ask the same question. You can have the same, so what are you looking for conversation with 6 different people and somehow not want to throw your phone out the window. But if you're someone who actually wants connection, that same setup can feel completely overwhelming because you might start caring too quickly. You might find it weird to have the same conversation with 5 people at once. You might even feel guilty if you're speaking to someone you like while still matching with other people. And I think that's the problem. The apps make everyone look like an option, which technically they kind of are. But the challenge is when everyone is an option, it becomes really hard to treat anyone like an actual human being. And I think I've felt that in myself. I don't necessarily like the version of myself that can just swipe all day long. It turns people into little possibilities on a screen rather than actual human beings with lives and experiences and thoughts. And I just don't think that brings out the best in people who genuinely want something real. But anyway, that's my thought of the day. Take it or leave it. I hope it was useful. See you at the next one.